Hey guys, this is Hamish from Standards. Quick tutorial on adding tooltips and hover tooltips to images and color palettes, just like this, where they have a copy hex code. So the way to do that, you can do it on really any image item. So whether that's a logo, a photograph, or a color palette specifically. And I want to show you the color palette first. So if we come up here to add automations, we'll tell it where to add. Come down here, I'm going to quickly add a color palette, 2-column with a header, and we'll do orange and blue. So we've got my color palette in. If I then command select the blue panel, I've got that over here on the left-hand side selected. I've got link and hover options. So if I select hover up here, that will turn on, and if I turn on here, show tooltip, that will turn on a standard tooltip for a color palette, which shows the color information. So we've already got the color information on this one, so we might want to change that to something else. So if we wanted to make it a copy hex tooltip, all we're going to do is come here to link, and then select copy hex. And so that will change the tooltip to a copy hex tooltip plus behavior. So if you come up here to preview, scroll back down to my color palette here, I can then copy that, and the hex code is in the clipboard. So that's one way to do it. If I wanted to do that for, say, a logo, I'll come up here to a logo panel that I have. Again, just command select in here. Again, click hover, we'll go show tooltip, and this by default will display the file name, but there's no behavior on that. So if I wanted to give that a behavior, I'd come back up here to link. And let's say this time we might want to download a file, being the logo. So I'll press download. I'll then choose a file from my list over here. You could also upload something new. So I'll choose my logo there on the right. I'll press confirm, and then that is now showing the file name plus the actions to download. So I'm going to change the name here. Instead of tooltip, we want to say download logo, and then that's then changed to that new copy. So I can click off of that. I can go into preview mode and test that out. Click here, and there's the logo. So really helpful to add these. You can customize these in a lot of different ways, and you can have them do different actions like link out to something like a web page or a photo repository, a Dropbox folder. But it's also really great just to have copying hex for color palettes. Super useful feature for people using your guidelines. So that's the basics of tooltips. There's some more options in here. I encourage you to explore these. But we haven't even got into the styling of these yet. And that's all controlled through here in the style menu here. So have a look at that too. You can change how these look and feel by changing the tooltip style over here on the right-hand side. So we'll cover that in another video.